Hey guys, it's Studio Yuki, and today I'm going to be showing off my recent video game pickups, so let's get into it. Alright, so first on the list of video game pickups in recent time is I was able to find a completed copy of a very fun PS2 game from my childhood, and that is Maximo, Ghosts to Glory. Now, the sticker price was $5, but I got it from this really cool discount shop that I didn't know existed until like 2 days ago. And they had a deal where anything with a yellow sticker was half off. So I actually got this, and I actually got a DS Lite for like 20 bucks. So this was only $2, which is a great deal considering the game goes for about $5 on price charts. I use price charts to kind of figure out how good my games are as far as pricing goes. But it's a complete copy. I've got some footage on the screen probably. I don't know how I'm going to do these yet. It's a very fun game. It's actually a continuation of, what's that game called? Ghouls and Ghosts, or Ghosts and Ghouls? I don't know. The fuck. There's a Nintendo game that's Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Yeah. But it's 3D, and it's for the PS2, and it's really, really good. I feel it's very underrated. Fun fact about this game, I remember back when I was a kid, and there were like these little grabby hands that I guess were like in the grave, and I'll show footage now of that happening, and that always scared me as a kid, and I always thought it was going to be an issue and later on in life, and then I realized they weren't real. Yeah, fun fact about me. Anyway, that's Maximo, Ghosts to Glory. Highly recommend it if you're a PS2 collector, if you like action adventure games. This game actually had a lot of really cool stuff to it. Never beat it. I might do that soon, because like looking at it, I kind of want to play it now. But that's that. Moving on. Fun fact. I had my back to the camera, which you probably shouldn't do in these kinds of videos, but I'm not professional. Anyway, next, moving on. Yeah, this is actually a really, really good pickup that I got. And it's actually my favorite game in this series. And that is Pokemon Heart Gold for the Nintendo DS. Now, the thing about this that I'm surprised is that I found a copy with the freaking book, or the case and manual and all the paperwork and the cartridge for only $39.99. That's insane, because the going price for just the loose cartridge is like $48. So I got a hell of a deal on it, and obviously it would be worth even extraordinarily more with the Pokewalker and the box, but maybe one day I'll get those and upgrade, but for now, really happy I got this game for the low price that I did, and I'm actually really excited to play through it again, because I haven't played through Heart Gold in many years, but it is by far my favorite Pokemon game ever, just because it has everything a good Pokemon game should have. It's got 2 regions, your Pokemon follow you from behind, you've got a sick final boss fight with Red at the end, you can go back and battle old trainers and gym leaders, and it's just such a good freaking time. But other than this, Pokemon White, or no, White is my second favorite Pokemon game, fun fact. But I'm very excited for Sword and Shield, which is coming out at the end of this year. Yeah, if you can find Heart Gold for a great price, I would say if you can find the loose for, I don't know, 40 or below, cop it. That's insane. If you can find it complete with the box for less than 100 or less than 80, definitely get that. So I know Soul Silver usually goes for more, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, and another thing is, I'm not sure if this is just because it came in a box, but like the back says not for resale, and I think that's just because it's the case from the box, and you can't, like, they didn't come with just this. You never sold it with just this. I don't think it's a special not for resale version. If it is, then that would be even crazier, because it'd be worth a lot more. But I don't think that's the case. Moving on, next game I picked up is Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. Now this is the newest game by one of the creators of some of the old Castlevania games that kind of defined the Metroidvania style. He was the creator of, or he helped work on, fuck, what's his name? Is it on here? Yeah, Koji Igarashi. He worked on Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which I had yet to add to my collection, and I really want one, because that game's phenomenal. But this plays like that, and it's for the Switch, and I found it, actually, I think I got this at GameStop? No, I got this at Walmart, of all places, because it was very cheap. It was only like 30 bucks, and I love indie titles, and this is technically an indie game. But basically, if you've played through any of the newer, or not newer, I guess, the older, newer Castlevania games, where they're like side-scroller Metroidvania, styles, then you'll like this game. It's got 3D graphics. I will say, the weird thing is like when, I don't know if it's the same if I played it in handheld, because I've yet to play it in handheld, but I played a little bit on the TV, and I'll actually show the footage if it's just my TV or something, but like the shading on the people's faces during the cutscenes was very off. And it looked kind of unpolished and unfinished, but yeah, I'd have to look more at that. But overall, the gameplay seems pretty good so far. So, next we have another Switch game. Sorry, I lose my train of thought a lot, which is hence why I used to not do the whole camera thing, but we're learning here. Next we got Fire Emblem Three Houses. If you're a Nintendo fan or a Fire Emblem fan, I'm sure you stop focusing on my face camera. If you're a Fire Emblem or a Nintendo fan, I'm sure you either already picked this game up or you will at some point. I kind of just picked it up day one because I liked Awakening and I played a little bit of Fates, so I'm really excited to really jump into this game. Currently playing Octopath Traveler right now, so I want to kind of finish that JRPG before jumping into another JRPG. Not to mention I have a couple of other JRPGs I need to finish on my other systems. Like I really want to finish playing through Final Fantasy IX and some other stuff. But yeah. So in this game, you are tasked with choosing one of three houses to work with because you are a teacher, I believe. And yeah, that's all I really know. I have not had a chance to really play this too much. I've played it for like 15 minutes, and then that was it. I'm a little upset though, because when I first bought it, I kind of left it out in the sun a little bit. Because it was in my car, and I was an idiot and forgot to put it away. And I guess the edge is kind of like sun damaged, which really fucking sucks, because this is a new game. But very good. Edelgard's the best house because she's hot. Anyway, moving on. Next we have two games for a system I hold dear to my heart, even though I didn't have it as a kid. It's very underrated in my opinion. It was way ahead of its time, and I feel like a lot of people kind of shit on it just because it's got its obvious flaws, but it was a really cool concept, really cool idea. It has a really fun library of games, and it's short, and that is the Virtual Boy. I actually adore the Virtual Boy, fun fact, and it's become probably one of my favorite consoles to collect for. It's probably up there with like PS1 and GameCube. I love collecting for GameCube and PS1. But I was able to pick up two very rare games, and there's actually a really interesting story I have to tell about it, but I'll get to that in a second. The first game is Telero-Boxer. Now, Telero-Boxer is a, if you'll focus, thanks Cam. There it is, Telero-Boxer. It's one of the games that actually makes really good use of the 3D effect of the Virtual Boy, and it's where you're robots, and it's basically like Rock'em Sock'em Robots Cross Punch Out. Really cool, really fun. I only had to pay 20 bucks for it, which is a pretty decent price, because I think Telero-Boxer goes for a little bit more than that. And it has the manual. Like, all of these games have the manuals to them, which is insane to me. And another little fun fact here, I actually have to do a little trickery here, because I can't show the address, but So I'll actually just cut out the address there, but there's a sticker on the manual that says Blockbuster Video, the address, which is very, very close to where I live, hence why I'm not disclosing the address. If this book is not returned, the game won't be checked in, and late fees will be paid up to 10 days. So that's pretty wild. It's actually the Blockbuster that is from my hometown. So it's like, the Blockbuster used to be down the street years and years ago, and I guess the store I went to, this older couple had traded in all of their Virtual Boy games that they got when this store closed. So they literally had a complete library of North American Virtual Boy games and a Virtual Boy, and they traded it in the store. And fun fact about it is there's actually a English copy of Jack Brothers and an English copy of Waterworld at that game store currently, and the prices are very, very good. There's the Jack Brothers with the manual is only being sold for $380, which, if you know anything about Jack Brothers for the Virtual Boy, that's a hell of a deal. And I'm actually going to see if I can pick that up very, very soon. So if I can, next video, hoo-wee, that's going to be a good one to show off. But, and the final game of the day, which is another Virtual Boy title, is Wario Land for Virtual Boy, for the steep price of like $27. Or $28, I guess. I don't know. I guess I should probably censor the title of the store as well. Or, well, at least the place I live. It's Epic Loot. I don't know if you've ever been to Epic Loot, but this one's got the same sticker on it. It's got the manual, everything. Wario Land, probably one of the most fondly remembered games on the Virtual Boy, even though personally I think I'm more of a fan of the arcade games on Virtual Boy, like Mario Clash and Jack Brothers. Actually, I played emulator of it. Very fun game, surprisingly. Too bad it's like a lot of money. But Wario Land, your basic 2D Mario, or Wario, I guess I should say. It plays like I don't know, like Wario Land. I mean, it is Wario Land, but it's actually one of the best Wario Land games there is, because it's actually really fun and has some cool ideas and levels and cool game design. So. A lot of people argue that it shouldn't even be on Virtual Boy, but honestly, I like it. I'm happy it is on Virtual Boy because Virtual Boy needs it, because it doesn't have a lot of games. So anyway, that is the end of this pickup. Oh wait, no it's not. I lied. There's one more thing I forgot to show off. So I have a lot of systems over here. Since this is my first pickup video, I'm not going to go through all of them because they were kind of already in my collection, so I'm not going to start a pickups video from nothing. But I will say another thing I picked up with the Virtual Boy games was a Sega Game Gear. Now, I've never owned a Sega Game Gear before, but I do think it's a very interesting little piece of technology because it's, you know, Sega's first handheld, and it's actually really cool. The games kind of suck because the screen is so, like, I wouldn't say small, it's bigger than the Game Boy screen, but the way the games were designed or developed, there's like, you can't really tell what's in front of you. Like, I have Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for Game Gear, and as you can tell from the footage, the game doesn't, it's not very fair. It puts you in awkward situations. It's not very fun, but it is a neat little piece of Sega history, so I love having it. It is a battery hog though. It takes like 6 AA batteries, and that kind of infuriates me because the Virtual Boy also takes 6 freaking batteries, so I have to buy batteries a lot. Anyway, that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my very first pickups video, and I will be back again, hopefully within the next week or so, with the next one of these. So yeah, I'll also have a Compare It coming out later this week too, so see you guys then.